free practice. Just because I love Las Vegas so much. We're rocking and rolling for free practice today. Very nice. Just in case. You know, just in case Max is going to pull something out the bag. Maybe the McLarens will have difficulty. Welcome, Nathan. You're not at the F1 arcade today, surely. Is it tomorrow? Lando's helmet. I don't know what to make of Lando's helmet. It kind of looks like a birthday cake, like a homemade birthday cake. I don't really get it. I know there's quite a few special helmets. At least there's not like a massive sponsor on the top. I don't know what Pure Electric is. It's not massive. Toto Wolff, $230 million. Very nice. Madness, bro, it's bedtime. We're global. We're global and we're award nominated. What am I talking about? Chat, we're award nominated. We have been nominated for an award. Where is it? Where is it? How do you vote for this? Vote, vote, vote. Ah, damn it. Autosport Awards. Fan voting. Where's the link? Where's the link? Hang on a second. There we go, we're in Las Vegas now. You reminded me. Yes, here, chat. We are actually, no joke, we are award nominated. We are award nominated. Please vote here. It takes 30 seconds with no sign up. Bosh. We are actually... This is insane. This is legitimately insane. Hang on. Okay. This is the Autosport Awards. Okay. Right? These are like the big awards. Like these are the big ones. Yeah? So... Driver of the Year, Lando Norris, Alex Palou, Oscar Piastri, Oliver Rowland, Marc Marquez, and Max Verstappen. Okay. So, pretty decent bunch, right? Rookie of the Year, Taylor Barnard, Ollie Behrman, Bortoletto, Fornaroli, Hadjar, Zilic, Antonelli, Aldiguer, and Shane van Gisbergen. Okay. These are the big. These are global big awards, okay? Team of the Year: Chip Ganassi, Ferrari AF Corsa, McLaren, Hendrick, Toyota Gazoo, Ducati, Porsche. Okay. Moment of the Year: Verstappen winning GT3, Palou at Indy, Kubica at Le Mans, Norris British GP, Rowland winning Formula E, Marquez Brothers, Carl Larson. And who's this dude? Chat, who's this dude? Creator of the Year Award: Lissy McIntosh, P1, James Coker, Kireth, Arava, Tiggy Vallon, Christina Rocky, Eric Estep, David Land, Misha Sharudin. Chat, I need you to vote. I need you to vote. We are genuinely up for Creator of the Year. We could win alongside Verstappen, Orlando, or whoever. British competition. This isn't the BRDC one. It's something different, right? This award. Luke Browning, James Collado, Ollie Behrman, Tom Ingram, Oliver Rowland, George Russell, Lando Norris. Like, I could literally go up and accept an award, and next up is Lando. Competition Car of the Year, 499p, W16, MCL 39. Why the W16? Porsche 963, Red Bull RB21, GR Yaris Rally 1. Blue Bottles, I need you to hit the link. I need you to vote. Nathan voted. Nathan, who did you vote for Driver of the Year? And final category, Rally Driver of the Year, Elfyn Evans, Thierry Neuville, OGA, Rovanpera, Solberg, or Tanak. It's funny because it's both Hyundais, both Toyotas. Oh, thanks, Craig. Appreciate it. Let me know who else you're voting for. So obviously, Creator of the Year. We are such an underdog here. Like, these are big creators. We are such an underdog. I love it. But who else have you voted for? Who have you voted for Driver of the Year? But yeah, it takes 30 seconds. No sign up. Bang, bang, bang. Vote for me. Tell your mates. Tell your mates' mates. Tell your mates' 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 mates. Nathan says, I need Lando to win as much as possible. Why, you got Lando over Oscar? But yeah, just unbelievable. Welcome, Marcus White. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What's it say on my thing? Let's have a look. What's the bio saying? I didn't write this, by the way. I didn't even know I was going to be nominated. Blended F1 courage with sim racing storytelling. Building a connected community around both real-world and digital motorsport experiences. Don't fully even understand what that means, but yes. Blended F1 courage with sim racing storytelling. Oh, you got... Oh, yeah, so your Lando helmet is going to appreciate. Some people have cash under the bed, but you've just got like a priceless Lando helmet. Am I going to attend the awards? If I'm get invited to the awards, I doubt they're going to invite everyone, but if they know I'm going to win, I'm sure just vote. Am I taking sim racing questions? Well, let me answer your question. As someone who famously blends F1 courage with sim racing storytelling, of course I'm still open for sim racing questions. That's the blend. That's literally my thing. It's the blend. Oh. We've introduced this new category to honor the creators who are redefining how fans engage with motorsport, bringing personality, passion, and storytelling. Literally my middle names. Passion, personality, and storytelling. Look at that, even got a little photo they found off Instagram at Silverstone, which I didn't even get to. This is not like I've self-nominated for this. I had no idea until someone told me there's a post and you're nominated. It's very, very, very cool. Free practice, by the way, is starting relatively soon. Can you remove the clutch off the V3? No. I'm pretty sure I tried it, and I'm pretty sure the answer is no. You can remove the clutch off the G Pro. I know that because I'm sitting on G Pros and I've removed the clutch off them. But I'm pretty sure on V3s you can't remove the clutch. I think I would have tried it. But I also never really had an issue with the V3 position at all, to be honest with you. Creator of the Year award. I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep that on screen. I'll put it down here somewhere. How am I going to do this? Oop. Ah. Okay. Creator of the Year award. Absolutely insane. We need to do some sort of viral campaign that just goes absolutely viral, right? Blue Bottles, who did you vote for? Zach, I voted no clue make a difference. Honestly, I'm just going to just keep pushing all my videos saying, please vote, 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 vote. And you just never know. You never know, because I also think we have a really engaged community. Like, we might not have the biggest numbers. We might only have 18 people watching right now. but we're engaged. We're not. Nothing is fake here. I'm not paying for fake bots or fake subscribers or fake numbers. Everything is just completely natural and organic. So I feel like we can punch above our weight. So who knows? Who knows? Welcome, person. Yeah, well, today's not that bad. I'm not gonna do free practice 2 today. But tomorrow I'll do qualifying at 4 AM, and Saturday I'll do qualifying at race at 4 AM. So there we go. Quinton's torn between CRP2s and V3s. They're very similar. They're very similar. Yeah, now 24 hardcore fans. The guy with the biggest smile. I mean, I don't know, there's a couple of dudes smiling there. There's a couple of dudes. Interesting, only two. Oh no, three girls and the rest are boys. Spaceman Kireth got a T300 with T3PA pedals. TLCMs, or you could wait for the Thrustmaster Raceline load cell. I had T3PA Pros. Welcome, Calado. Calado, you're up for a nomination as well for your work in the 499p. We could invert the track. Do you want me to turn it into a pig? No, it's actually very difficult to do. Isn't it? Actually, no, it isn't. No, it is. It's quite difficult to do. It's not as easy as it seems. It's all kind of like you have to type numbers in. Nathan, Sunday I'm going to the F1 arcade to watch a race live. Yeah. Maybe we'll do some stuff with the F1 arcade next year. I was chatting with F1 yesterday, which was quite cool. Zach starts up against Misha and P1. Honestly, bring it. Bring it. What an upset to the bookies it would be if we... is there going to be betting on this? Do you reckon there'll be odds? To be honest, I get why they've done this schedule is to cater to the European audience. I don't know who... Honestly, I don't know what time zone this is catered towards. I really don't get it. James Colado's up for an award. Let's have a look. Where is Colado? There's Colado in the next category. For WEC. How far are we from qualifying? Practice, sorry. 4 minutes away. 4 minutes to free practice in Las Vegas. Let's see if anything interesting is going to happen. What happens if both McLarens take themselves out? So the race is Saturday night in Vegas, not Sunday night. Yeah, but the timing though. Or has the timing changed over the years? This is the third time, right? Welcome, Hooked on Classic. It's good to see you. Is it that good for... I mean, is it that good for East Coast, though? Does it work for East Coast? Shouldn't they just do it like... Shouldn't they just do it Vegas morning or something and you need to party all day? I don't know. Because it's nighttime in Vegas as well.
Okay, crack on.
I get the day thing, Saturday, Sunday, but the timing of it. Why don't they do it in kind of the morning? No, the strip is closed for most of the weekend, isn't it? And before. I went to Vegas just before the first race. Welcome, DD23. I still don't know too much about PXN, so to me R5 seems a bit of a safer bet. I'm on the night shift after this, so yeah. So the timing for me is just whatever time of day I can be around it. So F1 Academy final, yeah, it's close, isn't it? Between Pin and Maya Wog, isn't it? BRS got the sale. Oh, thanks, person. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think there's another brand who's going to do a sale today. Some pretty big discounts. Alright, we're about to go green, I think. Lando's in the car. Yeah, when I was in Vegas, I was chatting with loads of people. I think back then a lot of people really didn't like it, but they hadn't seen any of the benefits. Thanks, IR. Which one? I can't say because they let me know about the deals early, but it's all secret until it goes live. But there is a brand doing discounts and it looks to be pretty big. So I would just wait today and see what comes out. Wow, Verstappen is only 25 points behind Piastri. Insane. So if Verstappen had won in Austria, let's say, he'd be ahead of Piastri. I went to Vegas the first year. Yeah, it's a big brand. It's a big brand. Thanks, person. Very sour. Right, Hajar's on the move. Hajar's on the way out. SimuCube is interesting now because you've got a SimuCube 2, which I'm using, and you've got a SimuCube 3. Is that on the SimuCube 3 that sell, Nathan? Because if that's on the SimuCube 3, I think it's actually interesting they're discounting it so early. IR races karts? Yeah, wasn't it the championships? Wasn't it the nationals or something in Las Vegas last week? Were you racing at the nationals in Vegas? Didn't it rain as well? Yeah, Super Nats. Okay, I'd be surprised if SimuCube discount the 3 so early. Yeah, if you saw, I was racing with Nathan, NM1M, and Sam, aka Walmid, in Jimmy Broadbent's 23 Hours last weekend. We were a whole team of karters, actually. It was quite interesting. In fact, we were called karters. Do I think Ferrari will improve here? Well, do you remember in 2023 when the Red Bull won every race of the season apart from... No, Singapore, wasn't it? Singapore, where Carlos Sainz won in the Ferrari, but I think it was also interesting in Vegas that year, if I remember. You got pole in 2023. Not bad. So what engines are those in those karts? That's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. Verstappen is 3rd in the championship right now. Light blue head padding material. Maybe they're doing some tests on something. Oh, I aim, okay. Yeah, I think that's more of a US thing. Do you get... They got the novelty checks, don't they? The big old checks. I aim. That's cool. It's only 1 week out from the F1. I'm sure there's some crossover there. The big kart is Kartmania this weekend at Silverstone in the UK. Hooked on wishes I could done racing when you're young. You can still do racing. It's never too late. You can still do sim racing. It's never too late. Never. It's only too late if you want to get into F1. And, like, 99.999% of people are not going to get to F1 anyway. It doesn't matter. Oh, you do X30 now? When does the race begin? In 2 days' time. This is practice. This is first practice session. Hamilton's helmet has got the diamonds on, doesn't it? I did actually buy Lewis Hamilton's karting helmet. I do have a new karting helmet. But I honestly, I don't think I can go down to my karting track and wear it. It's going to be like Nathan's. We're gonna have, each of us can have a really nice helmet that we just can't wear karting. Only way into F1 is parents are millionaires. I don't know, I think Ocon, for example, didn't work out that way. Yeah, just go down to your local karting track. They'll have all the gear there. It'll be really exciting. It'll be a rush. And you'll know whether you want to do more of it or not. Did you fan the stream actually live in Vegas? Oh, okay. We should have arranged it. In fact, the first year in Vegas, I was actually going to go down and stream from someone's balcony. See IRC? Hopefully next year we can do more of those. Especially if we win, if we were to win this award, I'm telling you, it changes everything. It changes everything. Tell your parents, tell your neighbors. Honestly, if we win that, it changes everything. I'm gonna be surely at the track doing this next year. Buckmore is amazing. Not a fan of the karts. Yeah, it's interesting. If you feel like it'd be much more suited if they had road tax A and D there, rather than like chugging around in the 4 strokes. I just think with like that little bit of elevation change and stuff, it'd be more fun in the 2 strokes. I prefer stand down in the 4 strokes, to be honest. But Didi, I want to start streaming the second I get a sim. Yeah, go for it. Stream. That's the best time to start, I think, is stream your journey of starting. Hamilton's helmet is very bling, but I think the cameras are struggling to deal with it. That is a super nice helmet. That's a strong helmet. It's a helmet only a 7-time world champion can wear, I think. Yeah, Nathan needs some cameras. Do you have any tips for karting? The braking always throws me off when I go up locking the rears. Well, I mean, Nathan's a much better karter than me, but when I'm practicing, I am purposely locking up the rears. So, when I do my practice and the checker flag goes, on the way back to the pits, I'm just constantly locking my rears just to understand the brakes. So I'm accelerating and then standing on the brakes, locking them, sliding it. And I'm just kind of getting comfortable that way. So it probably looks really silly from the outside, but I'm spending all of that in lap just really understanding the brakes. And I think as well, when I go out of the pits for the first time, I'm also in the braking phases trying to lock it to understand where that limit is, because every car's different in arrive and drive. Yeah, whether sim racing inverted commas catch on or not, I think it's a good time to start recording your journey. Sony A7 III and A7 IV, very nice. Person lock immediately before I turn in most of the time. I've only driven solo karts at Buckmore. That's quite unusual. I'm trying to think at Buckmore where you'd really lock up in a 4-stroke. You shouldn't lock up in the first corner at all. You could lock up in the second corner, that second right-hander. I think it's almost impressive if you're locking up there, because you just got to dial it back. Where a lot of people lock up at Butmore there is if someone spins ahead of them, then they'll hit the brakes really hard and lock up. But if you're locking up of your own accord, you just got to dial it back a bit, because then it shows that you're like maxing out the brakes. I would say people who go for the first time, it's normally the opposite. They're way too easy on the brakes, and they're kind of coasting into the corner and like progressively braking. Whereas you do want to brake as late as possible and hard on the brake.
Keep your head down.
But yeah, have a look on my channel. I've got a guide, I think, for Butmore Park. Club 100 karting tips, something like that. Hooked On sounds like a cool learning experience. I have a skid lid from my biking days. Yeah, most arrive and drive, you can wear your motorbike helmet. In this country, anyway. I imagine the US is the same. Who's topping the leaderboards? Carlos Sainz topping the lead. Look at the big old straight here. Turn 12. Isn't that by the Flamingo? No, that's not Flamingo. It's been a while since I've been to Vegas, actually. It's Sands Avenue, if I remember. The conference centre's on your right. Oh, it's on your left. And you're going down the, literally going down the strip. And turn left at the Taco Bell. The Taco Bell's on the inside. You see Gasly. He's gone past Taco Bell. You go down here, there's Top Golf on your right. So you go past Top Golf. And just as you get past Top Golf, you tip it in for this block that Formula 1 owns. Purpose-built pits and hospitality and all that stuff. And then you come out at turn 4, I think. You go parallel to like a little power station. Not power stations, like electrical substations or whatever. And turn right at turn 5, we've got the sphere on your left there. So the big old sphere is on the left. Beach says, hi Kireth, James from Kent, working night and staying up for the Ace Tech sale. Are you worried stuff is going to sell out in the Ace Tech sale? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Didi, I remember when I was growing up in Germany back then, F1 was such an interesting sport, everyone followed. Yeah, I imagine it was big. I mean, it's crazy now that Germany doesn't have a race. It just kind of blows my mind. Blows my mind. And only one driver in Hulkenberg. Because back then, you know, BMW were in, Mercedes were obviously in with McLaren. Blue Bottles won't win. You never know. You never know. Honestly, we can 100% win this vote. Do you reckon there's anyone else streaming right now who's saying vote? We can do it. We just got to come up with a viral campaign. We should do it like a fake presidential campaign. Nathan, like I hate those Butmore carts. You don't depress the brake much as you start to turn in. You scrub more speed off. Yeah. There'll be some drivers who I don't think brake at all at Butmore Park, pretty much. $99 2000s. Yeah, Forte Formula Pro. I mean, if that goes on discount, then it's already, I think, a bargain, the Forte Formula Pro. If the other wheels go on sale, it's a bit different because they don't have that distinctive feature like the screen, but the Forte Formula Pro is just a pretty insane wheel. Gasly goes fast in practice. I mean, it is only practice, so... Look how cold it is as well. Track temp, 18 degrees. That has to be one of the coldest track temps of the season. Welcome America as well. A lot of traffic there. Gasly, Hamilton, Sonoda. Someone else in there, Lawson. Leclerc is going to hit it. I'm holding out on whether to sell my Xbox, not depending how Project Motor Racing is. I just did a video on it on stuff that I kind of expect. Welcome V-Neck as well. Track test completed. So Lando's on track, Piastri's on track. Is Verstappen on track? Yes, Verstappen's on track. Verstappen's P4 at the moment, 138 dead. Lando's got DRS open on that little back straight. Boost kit for the wheelbase. Yeah, that'd be nice because I'm sure there's a bit of margin on selling the boost kits, to be honest. Hookshon still uses a 360. Old school. Rain incoming later. Surely not. I mean, humidity 53%. Surely it's not going to rain. It was raining at the Supernats though. Charles Leclerc just went fastest with 137.4. Big slipstream involved there. Big old slipstream. Apparently there's been loads of tickets available this year for Las Vegas. Don't know if it's a different concept, say NASCAR. They must go to the super speedway for NASCAR, just a little bit out of town. Doing like a multi-day event here. So 37.4 to beat. Hulkenberg's on a bit of a lap. Let's see what Hulkenberg's going to do. The feels like the start-finish line should be on that big straight. Oh, Lando had a bit of an issue. Lando couldn't turn in. Was that a Top Golf? No, that was around the sphere. Turn 7 or so. So you hooked on? Project Motor Racing PC key, £30 CD keys. I think at this stage, surely just see what the reviews are going to be like. Just see the footage. The braking for that curved corner. Which are you talking of? Taco Bell corner? 100%. There's a lot of runoff. That's where Lando had a big incident a couple of years ago. In fact, Gasly just missed his braking zone there and had to spin around in the runoff. Gasly, I think, might have headed into the pits. Nope, he's still going round. But Tsunoda goes fastest. Verstappen, oh, there's a little momentary yellow flag there. Not sure for what. Russell's going quite slowly. Verstappen's going to go over the line. Verstappen goes fastest now. So what was that yellow flag for? Some debris on circuit or something? 36.4 for Verstappen, so half a second quicker than Tsunoda. I think a second quicker than Leclerc as well. Where is the left and right where Lando went over? Oh, because it's such a curved entry. Yeah, I agree, turn 7. Such a curved entry that you probably want to maximize. I have driven this circuit, so I should know. But you probably want to maximize the entry. And it could be a bit of a cheeky overtaking opportunity, couldn't it? Where you just zoom up the inside of someone who's opened it up and then you park it on the apex. Could be a bit of a cheeky one. Oh, there's a Williams who's just pulled over to the side. Can you see that blue? Was that Carlos Sainz? Again, this kind of stuff can happen in free practice. I mean, it's incredible what they do to the road. It doesn't even... If you're looking at just a circuit, it doesn't look like Las Vegas. It could be Singapore. It could be anywhere. Welcome, Seb. Nice train in there. So Verstappen currently fastest. Behrman may be on the move as well. Is Albon on track? Yeah, if so, all cars now out on track. And Fernando Alfonso on the soft tyre and Hulkenberg on the hards. Everyone else on the mediums. They're going to be getting 2 medium tyres here. Multiple dashboards. Antonelli up to P6. Verstappen is surely the greatest driver ever. You got to vote for him. Did you vote for Verstappen in the driver of the year category? Would you vote for Lando? If you vote for Oliver Rowland, Formula E champion who I interviewed this year. One nominee interviewing another. Hamilton. P7. He went over. George Russell went over the line. But only P8 for Russell. It looks like Verstappen's on the move again. Another purple sector, sector 1. Lando hate is not forced. He's saying it's genuine. So Verstappen may be on the move. He should have clear air here. Bortoletto's going a bit slow, maybe. Bortoletto going very slow. Green flag. But Bortoletto looks to be kind of crawling along. Not sure why. Welcome, Joyce Greens. Hadjar, I have a stone flying around the cockpit. I don't know where it is, but it went under my leg and came back in the pedal. Oh, good job it's practice. Not the race, otherwise I think you'd have to put up with it. Try and find the stone. In fact, Hadjar just stops and kind of drives out again, so hopefully they found it. Yeah, Oliver Behrman's the latest driver to just cut through turn 7. Not be able to make it. So it's looking like a bit of a problem corner. And meanwhile, Verstappen did go fast. Another 4 tenths quicker, 36 dead for Verstappen. Bortoletto also has failed to make turn 7. It's going to be a tricky one. Kind of reminds me of the Miami little chicane thing before the long straight in Miami. Do you reckon any of us here will be able to complete a lap in these cars? I remember Richard Hammond could barely complete a lap of the old Renault F1 car. I have driven Formula cars before in real life. I think my hunch is once you get them started, you could just cruise around. My hunch is also that you just really struggle to put enough force on the brake pedal. So it might be easy for you to like theoretically take a higher speed corner than brake into a hairpin. But the problem is if you're not braking properly, you're not putting enough heat into the tyres, so you could have an issue in a high speed corner. But I think if you could get the car running and not stall it, once you get into gear and moving, I think you could cruise around for sure. Fingers crossed one day we'll get to drive the Formula E car. Some of my fellow nominees have driven it, so it'd be good to get in there. It's not a good look for Formula 1 if anyone can jump into the car and get going, I would say. So. Antonelli up to P5. What patterns are we seeing at the moment? Any patterns we're seeing? Piastri all the way down to P18. This track looks like it will be a better drive clockwise. So if you drive it clockwise, you take P12, corner 12 at speed, then a bit of chicane, then you're braking into turn 9 is actually quite straight. Where's your overtaking opportunity today? Because turn 2 is probably not a big overtake. I mean, that said, there's not really many genuine overtaking opportunities anyway. Oh, I didn't really get adverts. Adverts and free practice. What? Ferraris look decent, but only FP1. Yeah. Maybe I could say Lando's come out on a tyre that we don't know what it is yet. Is it going to be another set of mediums? Lawson's out on an unknown tyre. Canberra. Norris is on the same set of mediums, it looks like. So a little pit stop for Lando there. Both Ferraris in the pits. Maybe they'll be doing something different. Did Verstappen just go faster again? I think Verstappen just went faster again. I think Verstappen's tearing it up, you know? 35.7 for Verstappen. I think he's on the move. If Verstappen were to win this race, and let's say hypothetically that the McLarens were to take each other out, Verstappen would go level with Piastri on points. But that's really, to be honest, what Verstappen needs at this stage. With just 3 races to go. It's an advert for Call of Duty. What do you think they plan to do EA F1 27? I think they just saw the next game wasn't going to be that good and they've just canned it. That's my hunch. I feel like they would have announced this earlier if it was all like a proper plan. They were also going to work out how to charge the most possible money for the update. Rawline Racing, would you please suggest me around a wheelbase and pedals about $800 to $1,000, 519 Newton meters? Like to buy a good shifter and handbrake. You happy with sequential or do you want a H pattern? Because if you're happy with sequential, get the RS50 there. See, Nathan? Get the RS50. Nathan, you could be on the ground at the arcade. We can get loads of people to sign up and vote. But if you want a H pattern, then probably have a look at if you get Moser R9 and the KS bundle with CRP2 pedals, and then I think you might have space for the H pattern at about $1,000. Have a look at my latest Moser Black Friday video. I did a custom bundle. Mercedes could score a big point. Look how bunched up everyone is. Could Mercedes score big points? I mean, they could. Who are they going to take points off? I just feel like Verstappen's looking pretty strong here. We'll see when the Ferraris come out again. What's your Thrustmaster T2 review? Should I buy it or save my parents' money? Honestly, I would save money and try and stretch to a T598, given that the T598 in the UK is £366 at the moment. So I would try and stretch to that, to be honest. I think the quality of the rim on the T248R is really nice, but ultimately the pedals have no upgrade path, and it's not a direct drive rim, wheelbase. So that's my thought. Toto Wolff, $230 million richer. Not bad. Rawline, thanks so much. Phil Wise, RS50 gives a better feedback than the R9. No, I would say they're pretty similar. The RS50's got True Force. They're both going to be a massive step up from G920. T598 is 55k in India, and I'm getting a T2 for it for 25k. What's the resale like on the T248? Would you be happy using a Moser ESX wheel long term? Probably, yeah. I mean, I used this. This is much better than an ESX. But I used this form factor for a long time on the G Pro, and it's the only room available. Yeah, and if you've got the Formula mod as well, which I think is basically a GT mod, then you could just run the GT mod on it. So Verstappen in the pits. Russell is out on circuit, but he's coming in actually. So it seems a pretty empty track right now, which is interesting. Behrman's currently in last place. Hadjar, where's Hadjar? Hadjar is P14 right now. So many sponsors on the cars. I think when the cars come to the USA, they're really able to sell all of that sponsored space. Is my hunch. Do magnetic paddles make a massive difference? It depends. I mean, normally if a wheel has magnetic paddles, the quality of the construction is just generally quite good. And if it doesn't have magnetic pedals, there's normally the construction is just not good. But an exception, for example, is the Lamborghini Moser Ascensa wheel that doesn't have magnetic shifters, but the shifters are just fine because they're really high quality. But as a general rule of thumb, I would try and go magnetic. Pedal set. Yeah, you could get the Conspit hydraulic Apexes, get the Moser CRP2s, could get the Simnet pedal. Get the Simnet pedals as well. So on PC you got plenty of pedal options. Loads of pedal options. You're not going to be struggling for pedals basically. What are the McLarens up to? Piastri's on circuit, Lando's on circuit. Yeah, if you're on PC you can just I wouldn't get the R5 bundle though, especially if your budget's $800. I wouldn't get the R5 bundle and a nicer rim. I'd really get an R9 and get at least the SRP load cell pedals if you can get CRP2s. Ferrari are inspecting a wheel very closely, I'm not sure why. Well, Sonoda favourite movie, The Beekeeper. What a guy! What a weird movie to have as your favourite movie, The Beekeeper. They must be affiliated with Jason Statham or something. What do I think about Lando's recent interview? I haven't seen Lando's recent interview. Let me know what Lando said in that recent interview, and I'll give you my honest hot take on it. So if you're going to go R9, go onto the site, and I think for $509, you get a bundle with the R9 and the KS rim. So you save another $20 there. So for $509, you've got R9 KS rim. Then you... Oh. Then you can choose whether to get the SRP pedals or CRP2s, depending on your budget. And you can also choose to get Moser's H-pattern shifter, if you want. I mean, when you squint a bit, it's just like Baku, this circuit. If you don't look above the barriers, it's just Baku. If you need a round wheel, then they also do a bundle with a round wheel. Check the prices, because I think you can save a little bit with the bundle. You could also buy the R9 base separately for $299. And then you can get the Moser ESX wheel for $120 or $110. But that is their most basic rim, and it's quite small. It really does look like a pig. I wonder if it looks less. It would look less like a pig if you flipped it. Let's flip it. Chat. Write in capitals in chat. Let's flip the pig. Let's have a few like people shouting, "Let's flip the pig," and I'll flip the pig. Ferrari running so low, the wheels are buckling. Yeah, I saw they were looking at the wheels very intently. Yeah, Moser need to just do some GT Xbox wheels. True, I'm getting an RS50 with G Pro pedals. Yeah, nice. I'm just pressing G Pro pedals right now. The G Pro pedals are better than the RS50 pedals. I don't know too much about the rig, but I know that's a good setup on the wheelbase and pedal front. Right, flip the pig comments to come in. Let's do it then. Let's flip the pig. You ready? Are we ready? Flip the pig! Okay, does it look less or more like a pig? Because I was thinking it probably the wrong way around. Your brain fills in the gaps. Your brain tries to rotate it and it makes it more like a pig. But that does still look like a pig though. You know what? It's actually, to me, it's quite annoying that this isn't the way the map is displayed. Because in my head... This is the way it is in this is the way it is in real life, isn't it? The strip where Albon is, that's the east side. That's the east side of the strip, and where Alfonso is, that's the west side. This is actually more realistic, right? This is more realistic because isn't the airport to the west as well, if I remember? Roland says the rig is good. Looks like a bore. I feel like Las Vegas should have leaned into it with their merch. Maybe they have done. Hamilton on the move, by the way. Hamilton on the move. What's Bortoletto's? Hamilton at 135.5. So Hamilton goes faster than Verstappen. Buckling those wheels. Crazy. So my assessment from this would be, it looks like that the Ferraris are strong. But remember, Ferrari's now on soft tyres. Ferraris are on soft tyres.
Full concentration, anything can happen still.
The helicopter's louder than the cars. The cars are... We were talking about this in the stream last night. What are the wheelbase pedal combos of their Xbox that are better than Mo's offering? RS50 Xbox. T598 now does an Xbox version. And then all the Fanatec stuff. And the Fanatec stuff is quite expansive because you can get... There's a much wider ecosystem of Xbox rims. Fanatec. McLaren are under the car. Some dude underneath the car, McLaren. There goes Leclerc on a soft tyre. Now that is soft tyre running. Is Audi and Cadillac coming 26? Yes. Yes, they are.
Keep trying.
VNet says this is Las Vegas' biggest attraction nowadays. As a tourist destination, it's dead. Price stuff up. But isn't it about domestic tourism? Like, isn't still in the US... isn't it quite cultural for US people to... You go to Las Vegas, you go to big shows and have nice dinners, and maybe internationally, yeah, I can see that, but domestically... Would I sell the R3 and ESX? So if you're already on an R3... I don't think it's worth selling an R3 for a T598. If you haven't bought one yet, I think a T598 is a bit better than an R3. So it's a bit different question. Can Max win? It's possible, we think. GameCat hasn't seen a Canadian. Are you in Vegas? So the Canadians have just stopped. I was in the USA. I was in the USA when all the tariff stuff I landed in the USA when what's his name? The old Canadian dude. Can't remember his name. The old leader. He gave this speech about, oh, we fought side by side on the battlefield and everything. So that was when things were at their worst. And Canadians were like, we're not going to buy anything from the US, etc. So I can totally see how Canadians will just stop coming. Domestic gambling has moved to other cities. What other cities? Is it still in Nevada? Did Piastri struggle at 7? Yeah, Piastri cut 7. He struggled as well. Person already has an R3 ESX, but wonder if you sell them. Or do you need it to be on Xbox? Because if you need more... Fernando Alfonso also can't compete 10-7. The weak point of the R3 bundle is not the rim. It's not the wheelbase. The weak point of the R3 bundle, in my opinion, is the SRP light pedals. So I would upgrade the pedals first. Next, I'd upgrade the wheelbase.
Keep your head
And at some point, if you want to get a GT ring, we just get the KS, which is $220, I think. Greatest channel. Have you voted? That's the big question. You've got to vote for us. We win. If we win Creator of the Year, I will literally be on the same stage as Max Verstappen. It will be unbelievable. Oh, you're right. Yeah, Chaos won't work on Xbox, so you have to just get the Formula mod. Tulsa, Nevada, Texas. Arvin Lindblad, who was a nominee last year for the Young Driver of the Year award at the Autosport Awards. So I could be on Arvin Lindblad's table. Gasly also on the soft tyre now, and also Verstappen on soft tyre. If Verstappen can get a fastest lap here on the soft tyre, he'll have been fast on the mediums, fast on the softs, and it'll be difficult to look past Verstappen, to be honest. Be difficult to look past him. So it looks like people did like a medium stint. Person Gasly been immense. I haven't noticed it. It's gone under my radar, if so. I genuinely haven't really noticed it, to be honest. Bortoletta's at the back, Cola Pinto at the back as well. So Leclerc fastest, Russell second, Hamilton third. Verstappen not really on the move yet. Not really on the move. Is old Max. Yeah.
Focus on the right head.
Flip the map the right way. You got to say flip the pig. If you want me to flip it the right way, you got to say flip the pig. Thanks, Troy. You got to vote, but yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. GameCat gambling most illegal in Texas. Las Vegas doing fine. I don't think it's the last year. They extended the deal. It was originally on a 3-year contract, but they extended it, didn't they? They've extended it a long way. This Las Vegas GP is going to be a fixture, I think. I'd be more worried if I was Miami, frankly. Yellow flag is out. Hamilton looks to be going slowly. Now, I can't tell you because there's adverts, but has there been an issue for Sir Lewis Hamilton? Track is clear now. Did Hamilton hit the barrier on 13? Did Hamilton clip the barrier? Yeah, no ads in this stream. We should pay ads in this stream at the same time as ads on broadcast. AWS is how BMW helps you part with a tap. Honestly, who cares? So I'd expect Hamilton to box here. I'm not sure what's happened. Let's see if Hamilton dives into the pits. Am I going to get Pro Motor Racing? I'll have a review. Yeah, I'll have a review of that. I'll have a review. I'm going to keep ESX and just upgrade wheelbase. Yep, that seems smart. If you're on Xbox, you need that ESX basically. Start the Autosport campaign. Okay, next set of ads, we'll do it. We'll do it. I just feel like, wouldn't it be insane? Wouldn't it just be like to have the opportunity to be nominated here? We're in the mix. We are like, I tell you who we're like. We are like Minardi back in the day. Like, we're on the grid. We're like Jordan. This is literally 2003 Interlagos, and we are Jordan. We are not. We can't win this race. We don't have the pace, but we're on the grid. And you just never know. Like Fisichella did, we could win this. Steve, need to come to Vegas. I went to Vegas before the first Las Vegas race. Yeah, I'd love to come back. I'd love to do a watch along from Vegas. From a balcony, I think it'd be super cool. When does the voting end? I think it ends in early December. But yeah, I'm going to be rallying troops non-stop. Steve, click the link. Click the pinned link. And make sure you vote for me for Creator of the Year. Yes, we are Creator of the Year nominated. Which is insane. Yeah, so we're like Jordan. Maybe we should, to go viral, we should do something like that. So Tsunoda goes fastest. Hamilton's still on circuit. I'm going to have a look now, actually, I think what happened to Hamilton. Oh, he just locked up. He locked up into 12, is it? So he's facing the wrong way a bit. Creator of the decade. Honestly, let's try and win Creator of the Year first. We're very much the underdogs here. And then we can start talking about decade, century, millennium, all those other ones. Not sure about Lando's helmet. I like Lando's Halo helmet back in the day. Just 15 minutes to go. So Tsunoda fast. So the Red Bulls are first and second on the soft tyre, everyone. Personally, I really like when Ant Davison's on the Sky Commentary team. Yeah, he's been there and done it. I think Jensen's also there, so pretty strong lineup. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I've got to be less humble there about asking people to vote for this. I've just got to be like, please just vote, vote, vote. Steve, tell your friends, tell your family. Let's get those votes in. This is a huge opportunity. And I honestly think, even though we're probably the smallest crater out of everyone who's been nominated, yellow flag. Yellow flag, Lando slow. Maybe Lando did the same thing. Even though we're probably the smallest crater, honestly, I think we may have the most engaged community. And we can do it. What team I support this season? Not really supporting any particular team this season. Just like it when drivers are doing well. I'll tell you who's not doing well is those McLarens. And Lando is now on the soft tyre. Yeah, I think Lando did the same thing as Lewis. So, chucking it in for 12. Couldn't quite get it stopped. Had to go into the very deep runoff there. Couldn't do that a lot of places in Monaco. Never read a script. I'm always impressed. Can you imagine having a script for these watch-alongs? All on the teleprompter. Oh, I think Lando got caught out actually by a lapped car. Not a lapped car, but a slow car on the inside as he came into 12. So I could foresee him being a bit angry about that on the radio. I think it was a Red Bull, actually. Person says, always thought Leclerc is top 3 most talented driver on the grid, but always gets done dirty by Ferrari. Yeah, his pole ratio, the amount of pole positions he got, it's no joke. He's been at Ferrari for a long time now. You have talent. You could do F1 commentary as a go-kart driver. Well, we are kind of doing F1 commentary now. This is the future. This is pretty cool. Just being able to do. Arguably, the commentary's harder. I've got to describe things a bit different. Just read a comment for Instagram. Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither was my hate for Lando Norris. A lot of people are not going to like it if Lando wins. We'll have to deal with it. Lando world champion looks like the odds on right now. World champion Norris. Another British world champion. Lando went deep again. That must have been at turn at the end of the long straight, Taco Bell. Yes. So Lando really pushing it into these braking zones a little bit, as we were saying earlier. You've got to just push it in these practice sessions. Find out what's going on with the setup and the track grip, etc. Lando came steaming in. Yeah, no lock-up though. Wonder if they're trying to preserve sets a little bit. Can't lock up at any cost. Most drivers in the pits right now with 11 minutes to go. I wonder if they'll come out again on softs. Antonelli's in pit out on mediums, I believe. Verstappen pit out as well. So a lot of drivers come out. Maybe they're doing a simulated kind of quali session. Norris, it's good to challenge the braking there. The left-hand toggle cut up. Yeah, so exactly as I was saying, it looks like McLaren recognising that Lando's really pushing it. Lando's a good driver, but he needs a PR team. Surely he must have a PR team. Surely. Surely that must be the case. Piastri's crawling round. The McLaren's looking slow here. Obviously, we don't know too much. They might have a load of pace, but going by the standings, Gasly's in the pits, but he's got the helmet on. He looks like he might be going out again. How will F1 Sky Mr. FIA cope if Lando wins and the fans boo him? I don't think has Lando been getting booed this season? Alex Albon, meanwhile, goes all the way up into P2. It's Albon P2 on the soft tyre. Oh, the Monza stuff. Did he get booed at Monza? With all the swapping the... If Lando beats Oscar by a hefty margin, then at least all that stuff in Monza wouldn't have affected things. So Joe, what wheel stand would you get for Simagic Alpha Mini with Simagic P500 pedals? I'm not sure 100% sure on the mounting on those, but just get the GT Mega DDX, which has side supports. When you're getting a wheel stand, if you get one that doesn't have side supports, they can move a lot laterally. I got booed at Mexico big time. Did I compete in Formula? I never competed in Formula. I've done a lot of karting. But I've never... The way I would have competed in Formula is if I'd started a lot earlier in karting. If there was a lot of money, then it'd be about getting a couple of drives in the Formula car. Thanks, Steve. Appreciated. All these votes. It could come down to one vote. Could come down to one vote. I'd like to think, I might be delusional here, but I'd like to think we got some decent votes in the bag for this. For a couple of hours in, it's been announced. We've got some votes. Is there a max Newton-meter basis just for mounting on the Playseat Trophy? Playseat Trophy is pretty solid. Pretty sleek, pretty solid. I mean, I've got my 25 Newton-meter on a GT Mega Prime Light. Yeah, I think I'm the only creator in that list who's actually A+ in GT7. Maybe that will be the deciding factor. Nice one, Naughty. So it's an interesting mix. It's an interesting mix. But yeah, this time last year I was in Brazil at the Jaguar launch. I was actually there with Lissy McIntosh. It was just us two on the skyscraper. Oh, nice one, Steve. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That is the way. That is a strategy. If there's any chance we're going to win this, that's the strategy. Wife, grandkids, colleagues. That's the strategy. It's the Jordan. It's a Jordan approach. Ex-girlfriend's boyfriend. There we go. Ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's girlfriend. I think as well. We can, if we push for that. So 6 minutes to go. How many F1 races have been to? I've been to fair few. I've been for a couple of years. Where's my ticket? This is my ticket for Barcelona. 440 euros for a 3-day ticket though. Do I use active pedals? Yeah, on my SimiCube I use the active pedals. They're very, very, very nice. They're very expensive, but they're incredible. On this rig I'm using G Pro load cell pedals that aren't even really bolted down correctly. All the blue cars at the top. 2 Williams, 2 Red Bulls. Charles Leclerc faster. Leclerc's back out now on the medium, or scrub mediums. And Norris and Piastri have gravitated close to the top. Oh, thanks, Mahadness, for the €5. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Chat, can we get some claps out in chat there for Mahadness? Just voted, have a cup from me, and congrats again for nomination. Only sub this year. Love the content. I appreciate it. What I'll do is, after Las Vegas GP, I'll go out and get a coffee. Because it's going to be 4 AM till 6 AM. So it'll be an early start to the day. Thank you very much. Please put your claps out in chat, everyone. Is Moser active pedals good SimiCube? It's close. I wouldn't say it's quite as good. Yeah, W's in the chat. DDX isn't foldable. Yeah, that's the thing. If you have that side support, you lose the foldability. But if you want the foldable, I would get a Playseat Challenge rather than the wheel stand, probably. Oh, here come the claps. And another gifted membership from the Scarlet Pumpernickel. Thank you so much for the gifted. Incredible. Very generous. And it's Grandpa Barbecuer's Game Cat received a gifted membership. See, sometimes it shows me your @ and sometimes it shows me the display name. I would much rather it just shows the display name. And in fact, I told YouTube that yesterday. We're like, oh, okay. Why do you want to see the display name? So, because that's the name people choose. And thank you very much for the gifting. Put some more claps in there. Put some thumbs up. Iceman Lost, congratulations on fatherhood. Yes. Thank you very much. It's very exciting. There's not a lot of sleep, but it means I can just do stuff like this. I don't even know what the time is now. Time is a bit of a different concept. Welcome, Ultra as well. Deadpool or Tenzing? Yeah, I can. When the other says received a gifted membership from Tenzing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for passing that gifted membership forwards. More users of the emojis that we have available. Project Verstappen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. 2 minutes to go. Yes, I have just had a child. So already done the ultimate dad rig. That video has happened. That video has happened. So tomorrow, I think we'll do qualifying at 4 AM. And race we'll do as well. I don't think I'm going to do free practice 2 today. So I just don't think I'm going to... I don't think it's worth me pushing myself for that. it's already going to be pretty intense this weekend. So that's my thought. But let me know if you disagree. Thanks, Steve. We have a little racing girl, actually. Little racing girl. Yeah, same with FP3. So this will be free practice. We just kind of seen what's going on. Just been inspecting. Just been kind of glancing around the side of the door, checking everything's okay. Everything's in order. Thanks, Tenzing. And yeah, hopefully we have a fun qualifying stream, fun race stream. And it'll be same for Qatar, same for Abu Dhabi. And then we may be doing watch-alongs of the car reveals and things like that. And then if we somehow win this vote, I think it's going to open like a billion. Or it's, even if it doesn't open doors, I'm going to start walking through doors with it. So that is a chance of a lifetime. This Creator of the Year award. Goodness me. Right, are they going to do practice starts afterwards? We'll see. Let's unflip the pig. Where's my pig? The pig has been unflipped. Formula Academy for young female drivers. Yeah, there's a new entry. There's a Lego car. There's now a Gatorade car. So F1 Academy looks to be going strength to strength. Much more than the W series. Oh, is that Hajar? I think maybe it was Hajar. Had a huge lockup going into Taco Bell corner. Didn't make it. Oh, thanks, Tenzig. Thanks so much for the £5 for the baby bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Very generous. Much appreciated. Chat, can we get some more claps out there for Tenzig? With the oh, I've done too many emojis. For the gifted membership and the donation. Yeah, W's in the chat for sure. W's in the chat for sure, and also for Mahadness with the €5 area. It's not made out of Lego. It's like it's sponsored by Lego. It's a bit confusing actually. A factory Lego car. There's a Charlotte Tilbury car. There's a Lego car. I think there's a Gatorade car now. Oh, Albon with a huge lockup in 12. Huge lockup from Albon in 12. Ah, Steve! Steve with the 5 gifted. Goodness me, that's extremely generous. Thank you so much, Steve. Who's got them? Tenzig, Daniel Case, Chris Day, Smiling Speedster, and Davey 47. Chat, we need to get some claps out in chat for that. That is huge. Please, please, please get some claps out. 5 gifted memberships. That's going to cover people for all the rest of the F1 season. Can use all of the emojis. Please, chat, get your claps out there. That is big W's. But lots of W's in the chat for that one. Thanks so much. Tenzing, Daniel Case, Chris Days, Smiling, and Davey. Getting the gifteds. Joining the ranks. Awesome. Thank you very much. Very, very, very generous. Just watching Albon again. Huge. Everyone else has been trying not to lock up. And Albon's completely locked up. A little bit lucky he didn't smash into the wall, actually. Because it is a bit of an awkward braking zone. If you look at turn 12, it's a little bit awkward. You're not exactly braking in a straight line. There we go. Claps and W's in chat. We love to see it. And it looks like, are they going to be doing practice starts? Have they done them already? Is Lawson going to go to the start line? Maybe they are doing practice starts. So maybe I can have a bit of a look. 12 is like 7. I don't know what that means. Yes, I'm guessing doing practice starts. We've got an advanced system running here. Many different things plugged in. Ah, okay, 12. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It feels like it should be innocuous, but it isn't actually. What's interesting also, people going deep at 14, because 14 is a very straight braking zone, but people really want to brake as late as possible there. As late as they possibly dare. Right, chat, it is. I don't know what the time is in like non-baby land, but I think it's late or early or something. So I'm going to end the stream pretty shortly, and I'll be back for qualifying. I'm back for the race. So let's see what happens. If the McLarens are going to struggle big time, strange things can happen. We know how competitive the midfield is. So if the McLarens struggle, then, and if Verstappen's looking good, it's not inconceivable that Verstappen could take a huge chunk out with 2 races to go, and it starts to get a little bit nervous. Because you've got to remember, if Verstappen can get to Abu Dhabi within 25 points of the lead of the championship, then you're one instant away potentially. So pretty crazy. So we'll see. All right, everyone, thanks for joining. Thanks for all the gifted memberships and the donations. Very, very, very generous. Gives us good energy, and we'll take that in with us for tomorrow for the qualifying stream. Well, I think Verstappen might put it on pole. We'll see. Thanks so much everyone for joining. I'll see